Away from that, let's talk about Mohammed Kudus for a minute. Now, did you watch the Super Cup? Was it on Wednesday? Yeah, on Wednesday. Did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
Against PSG.
Yes, I did.
Charlie, Spurs. We give them the blueprint too.
I know.
We give them the
I
bluept.
know.
Our London brothers.
Chelsea showed everything today.
Our London brothers. We came. Thomas Frank was like, Enzo Maresca, you give me the blueprint. How did you manage to beat this PSG side? And we gave it to you. And you followed those blueprints till the 84th minute. And what happened? You just let 2 goals slide just like that. Go and play penalties to her. You are playing penalties like under 15 national some under 15 team in Ashaman.
I mean, it happens.
Oh, come on.
It happens. I when Tottenham was in the lead 2-0, I said something. I said, this can never be Chelsea. Be in a lead 2-0 lead in a final and just drop intensity for someone to come. This will never be Chelsea. I said it. This is never going to be Chelsea. But teams like Tottenham, they've done it over and over again. We call them bottlers. They really know how to do it. And then when you are playing with a team like Paris Saint-Germain, I mean, it's never over until it's over. It's not just any Paris Saint-Germain. The Paris Saint-Germain with Luis Enrique at the helm of management. So I believe these things do happen in football. But then I took some positives from the match. We have an incredible gem in Mohammed Kudus. We can only expect that he continues to improve himself, and then it benefits our national team. So yeah, kudos to Tottenham and for giving us a fight, because I mean, prior to the match, many people had written Tottenham off. But then I mean, it shows you that what they really want to do in this season. And then Thomas Frank has something very, very good to offer for Tottenham. I mean, it's a building project, it's a development project, so they need to give him time, and then he's going to give them some results over there.
All right. Now, in regards to Mohammed Kudus, now former Tottenham boss Glenn Hoddle believes Mohammed Kudus can be a real asset for Spurs if he improves his dribbling skills. Now, according to him, when he's dribbling, his head is always down. His head is not up. So when he improves his dribbling skills, he can be a real asset for Tottenham Hotspur. What do you make of that comment?
I saw this and I said, yes, this is good. This is good advice. You know, one of the assets that most players from Africa get the opportunity to have is that strength asset. Because in African football, it is characterized by strength. So you get the opportunity that most of these African players that go out there, one of the things that stand out for them is strength. So hardly do you find African players have that energy and then ability to also dribble. So Kudus is one of our players that when you say, Kudus, what is his ability? One of the things that you're going to say is strength and the ability to dribble.
Yeah.
Incredible player by all standards. He has the quality, goal-scoring instincts and everything. But I've also seen this about Kudus. And recently, his dribbling skills hasn't come with flair.
Yeah.
His dribbling skills hasn't come off with flair. I mean, I think right now he's more fixated on strength orientation rather than dribbling with flair. And then as the guy said, mostly Kudus is fixated on the ball, mostly on the ball movement, but then that doesn't help really. Sometimes you need to be able to gauge your environment and see the next move that you're going to do. One reason that makes Messi. Before Messi even gets the ball, he has scanned the entire environment before he has received the ball. A beautiful trait that you have from a player. Messi will give you this. Even prime Ronaldo, during the period of time that Ronaldo was upholding dribbling, Manchester United, coming from Portugal, you could see he will look at his environment before he gets the ball. When he gets the ball, he's scanning. So these players are incredible players who don't just know how to dribble and get past players, but also know how to make decisions. That is why I always talk down on Kamaldeen Sulemana. Because Kamaldeen Sulemana, for instance, is a very incredible winger. Has anything a modern winger has. Pace, the ability to dribble. What doesn't Kamaldeen have as a winger? But then decision making is poor. Because these are some of the things that have come to join modern day football, the ability to think and think on your feet. You can't think properly when you are looking down. You need to look at the situation and then make decisions to be able to think. So I believe this is the beautiful thing that he has said. We've seen Kudus, incredible player, can't dribble. strong player, goal scoring instinct, incredible player. He shouldn't take this as a criticism. He should take this as an advice. Work on it, and then we are going to get some great football out of here. I recently I heard Kudus being compared to Mohammed Polo. And so many JJ Okocha. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that.
He's not there
Don't
yet.
do that. Don't do that. He's not there. He's just 24 years of age, and then he's coming. We need to get him the advice to get on his feet, and then I promise he's going to be an incredible player. He still has more room for improvement, and then some of these advice is going to come for him to put himself on the stove. So I believe Kudus is an incredible player. We can support him.
Now, you see, in regards to Kudus, a lot of Ghanaians have complained that when he holds onto the ball for a very long time. And in my view, I tell them, look, Kudus is a dribbler. He is a dribbler. He that's what he does best, like holding onto the ball. And a lot of Ghanaians don't understand why Kudus does that.
I believe the reason why a lot of Ghanaians complain is the other players that also hold on to the ball. But you realize that there is a time you have to hold on to the ball, and there's a time you have to release the ball. It all comes with right decision making. And I always say these are some of the things that most of our African players lack. Because when African players undergo the development of football, we are fixated on strength development. We are an energy-oriented football developing country. So we don't look at the strength aspect of it. When you go to Spain, after you leave the pitch, you are going to the classroom to go and learn how to take decisions. So when you look at Lamine Yamal, he knows when to dribble, he knows when to pass. He won't hold on to the ball for whenever he can hold on to the ball. That is the major issue that Kudus and a lot of Ghanaians complain about Kudus. Yes, you are an incredible person. You can hold the ball. And one thing about Kudus is if he holds the ball, it's very difficult to take the ball from him.
Dispossessing.
Incredible traits by a player. But you should know when to release the ball and you know when to hold the ball. If these things are able to get worked on for Kudus, and I believe that Thomas Frank is an incredible coach who can work on Kudus. If these things goes in the right direction, we are having an asset. Kudus, Antoine Semenyo, we are having an asset.
Night. We'll come back to that. Don't worry, we'll come back to that. Right, you're still live on Sports Pluzz, Radio on Plus 89.9 FM on Accra's Music Leader. But folks, it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Place bet and share your codes with friends, fans, and followers. If they place bets using your code, you earn 4% of their wager. Doesn't matter if it is a win or a loss. If they bet, you earn cash. And the more people that bet with your code, the more you will earn. So start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more.
Pluzz 89.9 FM.
All right, so up next on Sports Plus is the English Premier League. Right, now, Charlie, hey, the reason why we love the English Premier League, end-to-end action last night from Liverpool and Bournemouth. I don't know why Bournemouth, Charlie, football is some way.
I tell you.
2 goals down, you equalize 2 goals from Antoine Semenyo's 12 minutes. Scored 2 goals in 12 minutes. And all of a sudden, the tables turned. Liverpool winning by 4 goals to 2. How do you see this Liverpool side in their first game? Do you think it's early days yet? But do you think the likes of Hugo Ekitike and the likes of Cody Gakpo, the goal he scored, very wonderful goal from Cody Gakpo. What do you make of this Liverpool side?
I believe Liverpool is going to struggle for some time. But one thing that I believe Arne Slot needs to do is that whatsoever struggle that they undergo in the matches, he has to ensure that they win the matches. Because this is a Premier League that unforgiveness has become the surname of so many of the other coaches.
Yeah.
You have a little flaw and then you are beating, and then teams come and beyond you. Currently, if you look at the form of Chelsea, Manchester City, Arsenal, even Manchester United, coming up with a quality squad that they are building, I mean, you can't afford to lose certain matches.
Yeah.
You will go unforgiven.
Yeah.
Currently, there's a major problem with the Liverpool team that people are not looking at. Yes, they had the opportunity to have a very glossy transfer market. However, have you looked at the Liverpool midfield? There's no balance currently with the absence of Ryan Gravenberch. One of the things that I believe that Arne Slot is struggling with is finding the right balance for his midfield. Very, 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 very problematic for him. And then in the EPL, these things, if you don't figure them out, teams will always punish you.
Yeah.
Teams will always punish you. And another problem that for me is his fullbacks are attacking-minded fullbacks. Jeremy Frimpong and then Kekis. These players are players that thrive in the attacking phase of the field. And then it becomes very, 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 very difficult for them to track back. So looking at their preseason games, coming to yesterday's game, I've realized that one of the major flaws of Liverpool is their midfield and then that attacking fullbacks. So when you look at the match against Crystal Palace, most of them were using that side of Jeremy Frimpong because it was very difficult for him to track back. Premier League coaches are very, very intelligent. When they see something, they are going to use it at you and they are going to hit it at you. So till Arne Slot finds a way to seal that loopholes, especially in his fullbacks, and to get that perfect balance for his midfield, I think he's going to struggle a lot. But then one thing that you can't take from Arne Slot is his in-game management. He knows how to manage the game. When things are not going well, he knows what to put together to get things right for him. But then it's not every day that is going to work for you. So try and get the right balance for your team and then get them moving. But personally, I feel when Ryan Gravenberch comes, his role should be a little bit altered. In the sense that when Jeremy Frimpong advances the pitch, he should do that cover up for Jeremy Frimpong. At least it solves a little bit of their issues. And then Arne Slot can add other things to get the Liverpool team to be solid defensively. And then the fact that they don't have an extra centre back to help them in the absence of Konate, Virgil van Dijk is going to be a very, very, very problematic something for Liverpool. But I mean, incredible and glossy attack. Ekitike is doing the Lord's work. He's doing the Lord's work. I mean, we've seen Mohamed Salah. There's nothing to really talk about him.
Yesterday, it's got to be the right foot.
Right.
And I was surprised. I was like, when was the last time I saw Salah scoring with a right
One thing I've realized about Salah since he started playing the EPL is anytime he comes into another season, he adds another trait to his football. It makes him stand out. One of the underrated players in the world is Mohamed Salah. And then we can't talk about them without talking about Cody Gakpo.
Yeah.
Most of these, we will never walk alone. Fans never talk about Cody Gakpo. An incredible player by all standards. And I'm very, very happy for Federico Chiesa.
Coming off the bench.
If you see the talent that Federico Chiesa had coming into Liverpool and has become a substitute, I mean, it's very sad. It tells you about times and seasons. And seasons, Charlie. It's really, really, really hard. I listened to Arne Slot. He said when he had to look for someone when they were equal, that was when it was 2-2. He thought about Diogo Jota, and I was like, wow. But that's life.
That's life. All right, so let's look at our game week 1. So last night on Friday, Liverpool draw first blood in the English Premier League without 4-2 win over Bournemouth. Now, today, Saturday, we have Aston Villa taking on Newcastle United, Brighton up against Fulham, Nottingham Forest up against Brentford, Sunderland, the newest addition, up against West Ham United. Spurs will take on Burnley. Wolves will come up against Manchester City. On Sunday, 2 big games coming up. 1 p.m. we have Chelsea taking on Crystal Palace and Manchester United up against Arsenal. It's going to be Victor Gyökeres up against Benjamin Sesko. So, Jesse.
Right.
Our games. Let's predict the games for our listeners because Charlie, we will resume our investment investment thanks to Betway. Now,
Yeah, I think-
Aston Villa Newcastle. You think it's going to be an exciting one?
Yeah, I think it's very good. It's going to be a very difficult one. Newcastle have lost their spark because they've not been able to replace a lot of their players. So with Aston Villa, but I believe it's going to be. I think 2 goals are going to come into this game. So
Yeah.
to be on the safer side, over 1.5.
Over 1.5 will do.
I
All right,
invested.
Brighton Fulham. You think over 1.5
Over
as well?
1.5 is going to do in
Yeah.
this match too.
Mm.
Nottingham Forest, Brentford. I
Yeah.
want to go for Nottingham Forest.
Against
Yes.
Brentford,
Yes, against Brentford. I'm going to go for Nottingham. A slight advantage for Nottingham
Forest.
Yes,
especially that you're playing home as well.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Sunderland up against West Ham United.
I'll advise you abstain from this game, honestly. Personally, for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
Sunderland is a force to reckon with the kind of additions that they've added to their team. Most of the people have not watched Sunderland in the Championship. So I believe most of these times you use these matches to gauge the kind of system, the kind
Yeah.
of style that these players play. So if you're a proper bet tipster, I believe you need to abstain from this game for now. Let's watch how Sunderland plays, and then West Ham themselves have been down under Graham
Yeah,
Potter.
yeah.
So this match is possibly going to be a hard one to predict.
predict.
So let's actually stay away from this.
All right.
game.
So Spurs Burnley. You think a win for Spurs?
Yes,
actually?
a slight
Yeah.
advantage for Spurs,
Yeah.
if you ask me. Yeah.
Wolves Manchester City. Another
This-
difficult game.
This is very difficult. However, Manchester City has the nod for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
On Sunday, Chelsea will be taking on. Let me rephrase it well. On Sunday, the world champions Chelsea will be taking on Community Shield champions
Crystal
Crystal Palace. Difficult game.
Difficult. Let's go 2 goals in this match. 2 goals in this match.
2 goals in this match.
Manchester United, Arsenal.
Okay. All right.
This
Manchester United, Arsenal.
This is difficult, and as a matter of fact, Arsenal struggles so much at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
No matter how Manchester United is down,
Yeah.
Arsenal struggles a lot. So let's give this match 2 goals.
Okay.
Goals
Over
are going
1.5.
to, yes, goals
Over
are going to
1.5.
come into this match a lot.
And lastly, on Monday, we have Leeds United up against Everton.
Another tough one.
Mm.
Another tough one, but Everton or draw.
Everton will win this game.
Or draw.
We'll draw.
Or draw.
Okay. All right. All right. All right.